Hey guys, YouTuber100 here, and I am pretty banged up right now. Yeah, yesterday morning I was like riding my bike to work, and like just all of a sudden I like might have hit something, and then like my bike ended up like swerving and falling, and like I like fell over also. And so, yeah, I'm just like, got pretty banged up. Like, my arm is like, has a bunch of scratches in this entire area. Yeah, I need like 3 band-aids on right now. It's like all in this area. Yeah. Plus, you also see like I have a couple of blisters on my wrist right here, and also like right down there on my arm. Yeah. And plus, yeah, I'm also like cut on like my knee and my ankle too. So yeah, I've been pretty sore for like yesterday and today. So yeah, it sucks. But yeah, anyway, all right. So here I am with another Power Rangers video. For this video, I just want to ask you guys, what do you think is the greatest Power Rangers team up in history? Because yeah, there have been a bunch of Power Ranger team ups in the show's history. It's usually like during the team of a current series and team of the previous series or stuff. Like they had a team up with Zeo and the Alien Rangers. There was one with Space Rangers and the Lost Galaxy Rangers. There was Lost Galaxy and Lightspeed Rescue. Yeah, there were just usually just like the previous series, his team of Rangers, and then the current series team of Rangers. And yeah, they've just had a bunch of them. And, what do you, for all you Power Rangers fans, which team up do you really think is the greatest in the show's history? For me personally, I have two choices for that. Like, yeah, my two picks for the greatest team up in Power Rangers history. The first one is, of course, the Forever Red team up with the to celebrate like the 10th anniversary of the show. It had a team up of the first 10 Red Rangers in the show's history. So it was basically from Mighty Morphin to Wild Force, and the Red Alien Ranger was also included in that. And so yeah, this was just, of course, was just an awesome team up. I mean, yeah, you had like Tommy, of course, leading all the Rangers. There's of course like Jason's there, and there's TJ, Andros, Leo, Carter, and yeah, there was also Wes, Eric, who was also like the Quantum Ranger, part of the Wild Force, not the Wild Force, the Time Force team, and of course like Cole, the Red Wild Force Ranger, and Orko, the Red Alien Ranger. And so yeah, this was just like an awesome team up. I mean, this was just great to see. You just like all the Rangers from all 10 teams teaming up together. Of course, like it was just Red Rangers, and we really haven't heard like don't know why it was only Red Rangers, and it was never really explained why they only chose Red Rangers. But either way, it was still like awesome to see. Yeah. And of course, like we also like had the appearance of Bulk and Skull in that episode, and there was also like Alpha was back briefly in the episode too. Yeah, it was just great to see, and of course, like they were fighting the remaining villains of the Machine Empire, which were just Beetleborgs, as Linkara would say. Yeah. And it was awesome. First, we got to see the Rangers fight like the Beetleborgs on the Cogs, first unmorphed, and that was just awesome to see. And then we eventually would get them morphing into their Rangers and fighting, and yeah, just the moment when they all morph was just so freaking awesome. Like that's just the part that I always just watch over and over again. It was just great just to see the morph from Mighty Morphin Red Ranger all the way through to Wild Force. It was just great to see that. It was just freaking awesome to see. Yeah, and yeah, the fighting with them and their when they're morphed, it was just really awesome. Like as Linkara said, it was just awesome to see it, just to see like how much the technology has really changed since the start of the show. We get to see like better effects with the like my earlier series Rangers like Mighty Morphin and Zeo in space and all that. Yeah, that was great to see. Now, of course, like people have like spoken of like the supposed continuity errors or stuff in the show, and like the stuff that is kind of like people question about it, like where Rocky was for that episode and how really the Rangers have their powers back that lost them before. Stuff like Jason and Mighty Morphin and TJ Turbo and that. Yeah, and of course, like there are the theories, of course, that like the Mighty Morphin powers when Jason, Zack, and Trini transferred over to Rocky, Adam, and Aisha, that the powers were kind of cloned, because once the powers were transferred and Rocky, Adam, and Aisha got the powers, it still showed like Jason, Zack, and Trini still with the powers. So yeah, it's possible that they, Jason, Zack, and Trini still did have the powers that whole time, and that's how Jason was still the Mighty Morphin Ranger here. And there's also like the stuff with how TJ has the turbo powers here after like the turbo powers ended up being destroyed, or after Zeltar was attacked at the end of the Turbo series. But yeah, if you watched like the show, you know that there was that episode of Power Rangers in Space where like there where Stormblaster actually had the spare blue turbo morpher for Justin, and so it's possible that Lightning Cruiser also had a red turbo morpher for TJ there, and that's how TJ had his powers in that in this episode. So yeah, there was all like all those theories on why those Rangers have their powers back and stuff. Yeah, and it of course was just an awesome team up, and you know, it was just like a awesome way for to make a 10th anniversary show. It was just great. So yeah, of course, like Forever Red, that was just an awesome team up. I think that's probably what a lot of people would say is the best team up. And my other pick for probably the best team up in Power Rangers history is the not the Mighty Morphin, sorry, the Dino Thunder Ninja Storm team up. So yeah, this was pretty awesome too. Like I didn't even watch Ninja Storm at all, but of course like I watched Dino Thunder a lot, which of course was probably mostly due to like Tommy being back. That was what I was talking about in my top 10 Power Rangers theme songs video. That was really the reason why a lot of people really did seem to like Dino Thunder. A lot of the old school people kept watched it. Yeah, and yeah, it was just awesome to see Tommy back. But yeah, this was just an awesome team up too. Like I remember this was like a two-parter. I remember watching this when it was first aired. Yeah, you had like the three Ninja Storm Rangers like ended up like falling into a trap, and then like they were given new Ninja Storm morphers, and it actually made them evil. Well, and then eventually like the two Thunderstorm Rangers and the Samurai Ranger ended up like snapping them out of it, and then eventually like then the Ninja Storm and the Dino Thunder Rangers all teamed up to fight the villains. And yeah, just this was an awesome one too. I mean, this was probably like one of the cooler team ups. Just like the moment when they're morphing, that was just like really awesome. Like usually like with the team ups, like you have like one team like doing their morph all first, and then the other team does theirs and stuff. Like, let's say, like, with the Lightspeed Rescue and the Lost Galaxy team up, you had first the Lost Galaxy Rangers morphing with the the Go Galactic, and then they're morphing. And then it has, like, the Lightspeed Rescue Rangers morphing with their Lightspeed Rescue, and then they morph. But here, this was actually done kind of differently. First, you had, like, Dino Thunder Rangers calling upon their powers first, and then like the Ninja Storm Rangers then called theirs, and then it shows the teams morphing. So yeah, it was kind of cool to see it done differently, and plus, yeah, it was just like an awesome way for the team up. Like you had all the explosions and stuff, and had the Rangers like on a cliff or something, and then they all just jumped down to the ground, and then you see like all the colored explosions behind them. Like it was just like an awesome thing. Like usually with the team ups, like they all just have like their colored smoke, like lightly exploding behind them, and then the huge explosion. But here it was done a lot cooler here, and then yeah, it was just great, awesome to see like the Dino Thunder and Ninja Storm Rangers fighting together, and yeah, it was cool. Clever that they had like a ranger from each team really teaming with each other to fight the villains. Like you had like the two Red Rangers fighting with teaming with each other. You had the two Girl Rangers fighting with like teaming with each other. You had like those additional Rangers teaming up with each other, like ones that were introduced later on in their series. It was just like a real clever way and really interesting to see them like fight that way, with them teaming up with each other that way. So yeah, I really did like how they set up that team up. Like it was really cool also, and plus like since this was the one that I actually like watched when it first aired, it was also like kind of special for me to see it that way, because yeah, like when they like started regularly doing these team ups, this was like when I was really phasing out in Power Rangers. Well, except for like when Zeo did it with the Alien Rangers, but yeah, with a lot of these, like was when I was really phasing out in Power Rangers, like I didn't really like keep up with like Lost Galaxy or Lightspeed Rescue or like any of those other series. Like Dino Thunder was really what got me back into Power Rangers, and then even after that, like I even like phased out of it again. And like I didn't watch SPD, so I didn't see like the Dino Thunder SPD team up. So yeah, but yeah, with this one, the Dino Thunder Ninja Storm, even though I didn't watch Ninja Storm, it was still cool to see like the Dino Rangers teaming up with the Ninja Rangers like that. So yeah, that was cool to see. So yeah, both of these team ups were like really really awesome. I'll put both team ups in the description. Like there'll be links to both videos of the team ups in the description if you want to watch them, because yeah, these are both like really awesome team ups. So yeah, let me know what your favorite Power Rangers team ups are in the comments. Yeah, just let me know which team up you really like. All right, so that's all I have to say about this. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and so yeah, like I said, next up I will review the very first Power Rangers movie. So I'm going to be reviewing that next for my next video, or this Power Rangers month. So yeah, stay tuned for my review for the first Power Rangers movie coming up next. Alright, so yeah, that does it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and so thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.